Are you okay now?
Yeah, I took a little break, and yeah, sometimes I get like that when I'm talking about, the past. We were just all kids, trying to learn math out here, and it got to me. But I was saying I was gonna get to living on a railroad track. You end up in different places, and when it's time to go, you gather up, any of your belongings. You look around. You try to, if you look over there, you can see. Here's my bottle. Here's my drink. Where do I need to go? We're about to leave. Where am I gonna go? I'll get my things. And these would both be very usable. This one has a top, so that's even better. And you just get all your cups, so you don't forget them whenever you're leaving. I'm gonna put these back here. We can get them later if we want them. We were very careful about glass when we were little, because if you're barefoot and you step on glass, sometimes you tend to get hurt. Or I learned that.
Where did you fall in line as far as the age of your siblings?
I was 10th. I had, so you'd say I was the middle, I guess. I had 4 older brothers and 3 older sisters. That's pretty good. I told you I learned my math. That's 8, so it'd be 9. Carry the 1, that would be 10, so I'd be 10. And, but yeah, living in the middle was all right, And
were you all expected to look after the younger siblings to help your your mom, I guess?
If the babies were taking naps and mom wasn't around, it was. You can't put a baby for a nap down on track and walk away, because then you're asking for trouble. So, and like I said, I always laugh when I'm thinking back about it, because, leaving a baby on the railroad tracks is, you've got to stay with them. If you're gonna lay them down there to sleep, you got to stay with them. And we would watch the place. My sisters would try to clean up. We didn't sweep. That's a given. But we would tidy it and gather whatever we might need for later. But the amazing thing is that everything was so useful. From, I'm trying to think, what did we do? I don't see any of them right now, but everything was very usable. You could, lean up against a tree and take a nap. We slept a lot. I found that out. We were always sleepy. I guess it was a lack of carbohydrates or something.
What was your main food source?
Man. We didn't, I'd like to say we got to eat something that we would like every day, but every once in a while Mom would rustle up something. Vienna sausages, that was Thanksgiving probably. Bigger. A Thanksgiving feast of Vienna everywhere. That was a big deal. We loved that. We would lay them out and see. We would lay them out, and then we would get down and see who could, without using their hands, who could eat on each track, who could eat the most of them. And that's silly now, thinking back, but we were children, and we were doing what children do, eating Viennas off the tracks. And if you look down that way, see all the way down there, that was where the older brothers and sisters got to hang out. We would look down there and dream about, I knew that all the passing cars and the bright lights, the green and the greens and the reds that would flash, they were beautiful from back here, but to be close to them and to be able to be under the green and the red and the flashiness and all the cars that would come by, we always wanted to. Always wanted to be down there. One day I finally got to.
Why don't you just go ahead and take me down? I know you said there's a place up here.
Hey, I know the track well. But yeah, we'd walk down here, and every once in a while we'd get, just to get to see a different change. Because if you look back that way, it can get very monotonous. And so you'd have to keep on changing the scenery. So we would walk the track. I used to always, when I would walk, I would skip one, and I don't do it anymore because my knees are bad. But, this is what I'm talking. This is what I was talking about. You never know. You never know. See? Brake cleaner. Now we didn't have a car or anything brake-wise, but it cleans CV joints and clutches, and it breaks away. It says it helps blast away dirt. When you didn't know when you were going to shower, take it right off of you.
And I was going to ask, I mean, did you all use things for their non-recommended purpose to help you all whenever purpose you would need?
Well, I know the body gets dirty, it gets greasy, it gets oily, and this says it blasts away dirt, grease, and oil. That's a keeper. Now there's not very much in it, so I'm going to put it back. And we'll get it later. We'll get all that. People throw stuff out that was good. A few drinks of Mountain Dew or Diet Mountain Dew. It's amazing that we didn't get more cavities growing up. Now my mouth did always hurt, but I don't think it was cavities. I don't know
Did you all have any way to brush your teeth at all?
Oh well, we didn't do it as often as, and I've learned being older and being out and living in a home. And we didn't get to brush as often as we'd like to, but.
How often would you say that you all got to do that?
Well, monthly, at least monthly.
And how often do you do it now?
At least weekly now. So there's the times they are changing, as that one artist said, that weird guy.
What about,
Denver.
did you all have any form of music?
We sang to each other. I've been working on the railroad. That was a joke. We would sing that one. That's stupid now. But as a kid, I've been working on the railroad. I've been living on the railroad all the live long day. But as we look up ahead, every once in a while we catch a glimpse. You know, this was the line. This was the crossing line. And I would come out here and I would just sit here for hours. And I would skip rocks across the track. I never did skip very much, but there's one. And we'd skip rocks, and I was pretending like I was skipping them on the lake. Just look out at my reflection.
Did you have a dream to get away from the tracks?
Well, I figured every once in a while if we take a train, you know, you'd see these restaurants and all their splendor and wondered what you know, a McDonald's there, and wonder what that would be like. I dreamed about that many nights, just being able to eat McDonald's or going to the Super Walmart and get whatever I wanted, whatever I could want. They had it all there.
And you're able to do that now.
I'm able to do that now. Now, damn shame, because when I go into McDonald's now, I can buy whatever I want. It's not an issue, and I don't mean to say that braggingly, but I can go in there and I can buy, you know, a Big Mac, and I can supersize it if I wanted, and I do. On many days, I do that, and I don't take it for granted. Looking back now, you know, Mom make a big plate of. A lot of people don't believe me. Mom would make a big plate of leaves and dirt, and we would eat that. With a smile on our face, we did it. Leaves and dirt. It was fibrous. I learned that. But now I can go to McDonald's, and I do eat McDonald's every day, really, for at least 2 meals a day. And I don't know if that's healthy, actually.
Do you still appreciate it the way you feel like you should?
No, I probably, you know, you go in there and it's all lit up. It's real beautiful and clean, and people, you know, just lavishly waiting for me, and as much, you know, I can go in there. I can just a tray of ketchup. I could do that if I wanted. There's no end to that, and I think you go in there and you fill up. If you go in there and you fill up a whole tray of ketchup, that is wasteful, but I do it anyways. I don't know why.